Hello, everybody. As soon as you've come across somebody and spoken to them about the opportunity of running their own Arbonne business, they decide that they would like to get started, you'll be in a position to sign up your first consultant. So I'm going to walk you through that process today. And in all of the videos that we've done, you've seen me do this live on the internet. This one is a little different because I don't happen to have a consultant sitting right next to me at the moment ready to get started. So what I've done is use a series of screenshots from a sign up that I did a few months ago with one of my own team, Denise. So we'll thank Denise as you're going to see her information flying up on the screen as we get started. Always, we begin at arbonne.com. So straight to the website. But this time, you're going to be using the register button. And the register button will take you to this option here, where you can either start saving as a preferred client, we'll do that in a separate video, or start earning as an independent consultant. And so this is the button that you will push. Underneath this button, just notice that you have a quick overview of the current conditions for signing up a consultant. It will let you know the fee. It will let you know if there's a special offer going at the time, to give you the upgrade amount and the registration term and any special introductory offers that are available for this consultant's registration order. And it finishes by giving you the renewal fee. So as soon as you're ready, you can push the Start Earning button to begin the sign-up process. Straight away, you're going to be asked to identify yourself so that we know to whom this new consultant should be connected. When I was signing up Denise, I added in my consultant ID, but you can also use your name and either way, press the search button. In this instance, found myself and connected me, ready to go, so that I could then push here, become a consultant, in order to sign up Denise as part of my team. So this is a 6-step process, and we're going to walk through step by step. At step 1, we're going to select the country and the language and enter a valid email address for the prospective consultant. So I was signing up Denise here in New Zealand, and I was using the email address that she gave me for her business. Now we need to have the contact information. So we're going to go through each of these screens, and as we move down from the normal logistical details of name, birth date, telephone number, you'll see that we're going to arrive at a screen where we're going to set a password. I'm filling in for Denise and moving straight down to the set the password screen and also Denise's shipping address. Now, when it comes to setting the password, as soon as I put the password in, I have to reconfirm it here in the second box. As a quick starter tip, I use the same format for everybody's password. You need to have a number of requirements that are met in your password. So I, for everybody, when I'm starting up, use the word Arbonne with a capital A. That's going to fill in the uppercase letter. It's also going to have several lowercase letters because I've got the whole word Arbonne. I need to have at least one number. So I use the digits from the person's date of birth. In my case, I was born in 1967, so that would be the 6 and the 7. So far, the password, therefore, is Arbonne with a capital A, 6, 7, and then I need a special character, and you're given a choice of the ones that you can use. So you place your special character at the end, and you use the same format with the same special character for everybody. it's very unlikely that all of your consultant team is going to be born in 1967. So they're all going to have a slightly different password, but using a format means you're going to be able to remember it. Enter it twice. Once you've put in the shipping address, you can then click to move to the next page, and likely you'll be asked if the email address that you've entered should be standardized. Once you decide whether you wish to use what you've entered or you wish to have a re-entry on the address, i.e. a standard or a non-standardized address, then you can move forward to the next screen. So I've got the correct information. I've ensured that my password is entered. Sometimes this drops off while I'm doing the shipping address reconfirmation, and then I can push the next button. I'm now on to step 3, just ensuring that I am the consultant, or in your case, you are the consultant that should be linked to this new prospective team member. So if it were to be anybody else, then we could change that here. What that means is that Denise is now in my team and I could be helping her to sign up her next consultant. So obviously I'd want to make sure that her team member was signed up underneath her before I push the button to the next screen. On to step 4. You will need to choose to actually have a starter kit. So you're going to make a selection. There are some other bundled kits sometimes available, as you can see, a limited time offer, which you can select here. I suggest that you only select the new independent consultant registration, because everything else, every other special bundle, you can select that at the end when you do the shopping for the client's first order. So select here and move to the next screen. You'll see once you've selected it, you'll get a tick. And on the 5th screen, you must then agree to the independent consultant registration agreement terms and conditions. There's been an update since I did this screen. There's a second box where you'll also agree for the new consultant to be receiving mail shots from Arbonne. There he is. There we are, rather. There it is. I would like to receive promotional communications. And so push next. And that takes you now to the final step, number 6, which is to review and confirm the registration. So I, at this point, make sure that I've got all my details correct. I write down this consultant's new consultant number, their ID, and I check I've given the correct email address and that I have linked it to the correct sponsor. Then I will add the registration to the shopping bag. Now, if at any point you try to go backwards during any of these 6 steps, you will not be able to utilize this email to continue the registration until you accept the link that has been sent to this email address for Denise herself to open up. So try to ensure you have all the information to hand before you begin. The fun begins once the registration is complete, because here we can see that we have our new independent consultant registration in the shopping basket, and this gives us our subtotal, and our shopping bag shows us that it's there. Now is where we have the opportunity to make the first order, the initial opening order for the new consultant. And as I mentioned earlier, those special value packs that we could have selected earlier are also available here. So this is the time when we're in the shopping bag when I would suggest that you take them. Had you taken them previously, at this point in the shopping bag, you're not able to remove them. So it's a good time to wait until you're in the shopping bag and then add them on, and you'll still get the same 50% off or other saving that's available during that limited time offer. If you're selecting any ASVP bundles or Arbonne special value bundles. This one here is the Healthy Living 30-day bundle. You'll see that you're not going to be able to add it to your bag until you have made all of the selections within the bundle. So we have selected one greens balance over the Essentials Body Cleanse. Obviously, you can make a choice for either, but in this instance, the greens balance has been selected by Denise. And then when that whole item is ready, we're going to be able to go ahead and accept it. Now down here, a new consultant, when they reach a certain level of spend, is also entitled to a free gift. So ensure that you help your new consultant to sign up, because you don't want them to miss out on these special offers. A free gift is available with that sign up order. So we can select whichever one we want and add it to Denise's shopping bag. And we've done that. In this instance, it was the corrective eye cream. Now also at the bottom, if there are any purchase with purchase offers, you will want to make sure that you help your consultant to understand that green means available, red means out of stock, and you simply add them to the bag, and then you can see when you've done so because a tick shows up. If you've made an error at any point, you can hit the red cross and that will remove the item from your shopping bag when you hit the Update Bag button. Have a look through all of the different items in the shopping bag section, and you'll notice that there are all of these areas, and all you have to do is double click and it will take you in to that particular screen where you can see all of the items in that section of shopping. So we've gone into makeup here, and a quick tip on makeup is that there are only 9 items shown per page. So if you hit the View All button, it will show you all of the items, and you can simply scroll up and down the screen in order to see the many items available within the cosmetics section of the shop. We can check at any point how many items are in the shopping bag simply by looking up to the top right-hand side of the screen and the number of items that is contained in the shopping bag icon. And here we've added the particular item into Denise's shopping bag. And again, at this point, we do have that red cross option if we wish to take it out. Once Denise has finished with her initial order, we're going to move along by simply going towards the checkout, but going through several steps on the way, ensuring that we have the correct shipping address for Denise. And if she doesn't wish items to be shipped here because maybe she's away for a period of time, we can add in a new address and have that order shipped to that new address. There will also be a shipping charge. So we have shipping options. You can see that Denise received a discount here. And then it's credit card payment time. So we're going to push this button to add a credit card online for Denise. Now we're only going to show you, obviously, the starter of this screen because we don't want to give away Denise's credit card or everyone's going to be shopping on it for her. I'm sure she'd be delighted with that, but it's fairly obvious that we're going to add in a credit card number, the expiry date, the 3-digit card code that comes on the back of the card, and we're going to define whether it's an American Express, a Visa, or a MasterCard. Do be certain that you get the cardholder's name as it appears on the card. And once you have all the details in place, push the Add Payment button. It will show the credit card is there, and it will show the amount that's going to be taken from that card. If you realize that you've made an error and this was the wrong card, exactly the same process, push the red cross, remove that credit card, and begin again by adding a different card into this section. Now there's also the Save in Wallet option, and I explain to each of my consultants and to my clients at this point that they can save those credit card details that they've just entered into their wallet, meaning that they will always be available online for future orders. I don't do this myself when I'm signing up a new consultant. I want them to take responsibility for that financial control themselves. They can go back and do it at a later stage. At this point, we've completed all of the steps and we're on to reviewing the order. So I ensure that I walk my client through, my new consultant in this case, through the entire page, just highlighting each of them as I go. So I tell them that they're going to receive a package that will come via NZ Standard Courier to this address, and then I begin to work through what's in their shopping bag, scrolling down for them to see. I'll also highlight the retail total, the discount that they've received, and how far, therefore, they have made a saving. I come down to the end and I remind the consultant of the credit card details, that it's going to go through. There's a full amount onto that single card. It is possible to split payments over 2 cards. All that you do when you come to adding in the credit card details is you change the amount that's going through on the first card, and then you'll need to add a second card or up to 3 or 4 different cards and split out the total across them. But at this point, we're ready to submit the initial starter order for Denise in her new business. Once we do it, we have at the top this box with the order details where it does clearly say, please keep your order reference number for your records. So I help every consultant and new client by writing down this order reference so that I can email it to them together with their new ID number, which we wrote down earlier during the sign up process. And I also remind the consultant and the client, whichever it is I'm working with, they will receive an email confirmation directly from Arbonne that their order has been received. At this point, I'm going to log out my client or consultant here to ensure that they know that I'm no longer in their consultant screens or their shopping bag, where of course I had access to their credit card details. As soon as I log off, I'll no longer be able to have that. So what I then do is I explain to them how they will log on next time round, that they're going to go back to the Arbonne website and they're going to hit a log on button. They'll put in their ID number or the email address that we used for sign up. And once they hit the sign in button, at that point, they'll be asked for their password, which was the password we defined at the beginning. As you remember, I use that standard format that has the word Arbonne, 2 digits from their birth year, and always the same special item. It could be an asterisk, it could be an exclamation mark or a question mark. You choose the one that's going to be in your formula. This brings us to the end of the Sign Up Your Consultant tutorial. As I say, I haven't been able to do it live, but I do hope by using screenshots, it's been clear for you. And obviously, if I can help you in any way, you can also sign up a consultant over the internet. So you simply need to give me a call. We can do this process over Skype, and I can be steering or you can be steering with my guidance, because as you can see me doing here, I'm sharing the screen. You're able to do that too. So I wish you plenty of new consultant signups. See you in the next video.